We spent the night in Chengdu and set off next morning with our new guide Vivian to see the giant Buddha in Leshan.
In the whole of Leshan city, the giant Buddha is the highest building. Because we Chinese respect the Buddhas, every Buddha.
We drove past some agricultural land, and the sign on that building shows there's a taekwondo expert there. And we stopped at a tea house where they had some interesting signs. The top 2 floors of the hotel are empty because it's higher than the Buddha. We visited the Buddha by boat, and some of the passengers were rather strangely dressed. The Buddha is 1500 years old and is reputed to be the biggest in the world, and is smiling. We, of course, were not the only boat, and each boat had a guide that was screaming at the top of their lungs and to get people to have their pictures taken. We could have gone by land and down these steps, but we were told it was too dangerous. The Buddha was quite impressive. He had very large hands and very large feet, and is situated at the confluence of 3 rivers. We then checked into our 5-star hotel, which had something to do with the Communist Party, and went for a walk in the park around the hotel, which was very nice and relaxing. The girl you see was about to have her picture taken, some modeling exercise, and then we just wandered on and saw the sights and the signs. Arriving back at the hotel, we found a little boy feeding fish, and there were a lot of them. Vivian booked for us to go to a kung fu show, which was most interesting, and they started off with an auction of paintings, then the dancers, then the clown, and then a man who had a dummy that wrote Chinese characters. These were the face changers, who were fascinating, and it was a splendid evening. Breakfast at the hotel, which was huge, included boiled double flowers or vegetables, and then we set off for the Mt Emei and the Leshan-Mt Temple. You will note the Leshan ropeway on the map, which in fact was a cable car which took us to the bottom of the steps that led up to the temple, and another 20 minutes to climb the steps. Grandma powering away up the steps, and Judy standing beside the massive incense burners. To rub your hand on this Buddha was considered lucky, and up there we saw a cat and a dog. We didn't see many because they are a delicacy in China, and an old man who looked like he came out of the ark. We then walked down for an hour, passing this lady who was doing her knitting. The men you see would carry you up to the top in chairs, and if it took us an hour to get down, I don't know how long it took to go up, and it cost 151. We then drove back to Chengdu for a visit to the giant pandas in the morning.